all the way back down here. Give me the shotgun. Come on, let's go.
Sorry, folks. Chewing on us.
Subway token. I've never heard of that band.
Got it.
Do a little quick save just in case. Uh-huh. See how it fucking froze like a motherfucker for a second there? Nothing. They're out there smacking Nick around. There ain't nothing. But free war money? You can get up on your own. I ain't giving you a stim pack. You shouldn't even use stim packs. You're not even human. Fuck. Air trap. You were slow. Go! Go! My God! Keep leaving in fucking circles. Goals. More goals. How many fucking hotel hallways are you gonna lead me through? Oh my God. Help! Help! Got no arms or legs. Look at him. Get your dick.
elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you.
Well, well. This place just got a little more interesting.
Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they're very worried.
I'm here now. We'll get to the bottom of this.
I cannot tell you what a relief it is, Detective. I've learned the moods of our patrons well enough to tell you the tensions are high. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss your findings.
Sounds like trouble.
Not at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, Detective.
This is a vault completely ran by robots. There's no people. Except for the robo-burn people.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
It were
This is a
people.
crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. Oh, this is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Opita. Have you no respect?
I just
I
said that
never
at
get
least he
stuck
had
in
the
one of these
decency to
things
make a
again.
spectacle
It'll be
of it.
too soon.
But the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
I gotta take a leak. Get up in a minute.
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Is this blood?
Oh.
Red paint? Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed.
Protect and serve.
There we go. A baseball bat. What is this doing here?
Did something there.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Yeah, you see, I found fake blood in a baseball bat.
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
About the victim.
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie for doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Why'd you do it, huh? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now
Yeah, see? Yeah.
what are we going to do?
Come away with me.
You shoot him in the face. That's what you do to anyone who tries to fuck with your best girl.
We can be in
Yeah.
Buenos Aires
Yeah.
by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God, why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Ugh, fine. I'm going to the beach.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Yeah. I found
your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a
I
scene.
figured that out
Nothing
on my
to
own.
worry
I don't
about.
know why I even have to ask that.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Never mind.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a leak.
There's a lot of
Chip.
people out here could use a hand.
And we're back. Back to Bad Monday game or Bad Day Gaming, whatever I call
Nice.
it.
Or don't make them like they used to.
Took a leak. Huh? Pirate hat. Hunt down Santiago. What did you just do to that wall?
Well. If it isn't the long arm of the law. Tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
No.
If all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me.
Need that paint. I don't care, Valentine. I need that paint. It's oil.
What does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to
Why does he
maintain
talk like that?
internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself this way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose
I hate the way you talking like that, homie.
art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return.
Just someone's commenting on some
Art
artwork,
must
don't mean you
therefore
gotta
be
talk
constantly
like this.
reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation.
I'm gonna steal all this fucking paint.
What about this one? And please be honest. For art without honesty is just politics.
This is bullshit. It's a... Oh.
This is bullshit. You're talking out your ass and wasting my time.
I can see this discourse is wasted on you. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the art.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last gun, and now I can't find it.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre within her? I have never met another
we're all a bunch of weird robot
so
people.
Who live so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're
So
still
you're
in love with
her.
Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not a brute actor.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Open my mind to taking a shit on the floor. Yeah. The fuck? If I remember correctly, it's...
Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month.
Remember correctly, I think
Mrs.
it's this chick who did it.
Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another goal. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God.
I think they're gonna have to forfeit their
Last month
deposit.
you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun, dear.
I'm going to the lab.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Brain is being dumb today. I keep thinking about stupid shit. Trying to distract myself with this stream, but I'm gonna lay back down, take a nap or something, because intrusive thoughts keep fucking coming in. Not bad.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own ex. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Never mind.
Talk to her.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. Not sure what else to say, really. Was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. I mean, it is still classified, but I wanted to help with the investigation. Was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Was there something else, Detective?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well, I'll just get back to my work then.
Office
Got a
fan.
thing for antiques, huh?
Picture frame is stealing. It's weird.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, they set it up as Elite Hotel, took the elitists and put their brains in.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Blank jumpsuit.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Why did he have missiles?
Hello, Detective.
Look how this room is ransacked. Like, no information in it though. Shower.
Detective, I haven't seen
It's the most
someone with a
depressing
body
looking
like
thing
that
I've ever
in
seen.
far, far too long.
Thanks. I know this is peak male performance.
You're not so bad yourself.
You should have
Oh,
seen me
I'm
before
gonna
all
fuck
this.
this
Red
robot.
hair that was the envy of every girl and legs for days, darling. I'm sure you'd rather hear some of my
Shows have
stories from the
all my
silver
standards are
screen
just
rather than
gone.
talk about that nasty murder business.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I
Oh
say?
my God.
It just comes naturally. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite
Oh
enchanting.
my God.
Well, darling, play your
He's
cards
gonna
right,
bang
and
this
you'll whisper
piece of
some
metal.
sweet nothings in your ear. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the
Put my
silver screen.
photon resonator in your quantum
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine
extrapolator
and go
or whatever
watch
the
the
fuck they
sunset?
say in
You're
Fallout 3.
sweet, detective. But it
Ah.
wouldn't be fair to Keith. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
All right.
Sure.
Did you know that while filming Night of the Fishman's Return, Cynthia Marsh had the most terrible allergic reaction to the fishman suit? More than half the scenes had to be done with her stunt double, and that stunt double ended up having an affair with her. Did you need something else?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, detective.
Ugh.
It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Sleepy.
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing.
I already knew
Did
that.
you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds. Said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while. Did you need something else?
Maybe later.
I'll be around.
If I'm not mistaken, there's something in this water. But I might be mistaken. Yeah. Controller's done.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous...
Uh-huh. I heard you had a big fight with Ezra.
Well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for... I wasn't feeling well that day.
I found some evidence that Ezra was
Oh,
embezzling.
well, I really don't believe believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't.
Uh-huh. Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
I'm gonna look up Walker for this shit because I don't remember it. And
Detective, did you have a
on about the
question?
struggle. Shit, I remember there being a terminal back here, and there's no terminal. This last time I did this was years ago. Bear with me, chat. Starving. That. Back to talk to Burt Riggs. Passing a charisma check reveals the been active here. Okay, Burt Riggs.
Protect and serve. Hello again. Did you need something?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman. Was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just...
Switched helmets because this helmet adds charisma. Again, starving. popsicle didn't do shit. I just wanting to solve this murder on stream though.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second? You gotta run a diagnostic. Whew. Thanks. What'd I miss?
I need to get that speech check. I have 2 level ups. Just like that. Telling me I still can't. Bottom of this list and take anything that says charisma. Taking all that shit.
Can't keep the engine running if you
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Protect and serve.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Give it up. I know your secret, Juliana. Or should I say, Ezra?
Well, Detective, that's quite the claim.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh,
well.
Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
I want to cut.
If I'm gonna let you go, I want a cut of what you've stolen.
So it's like that.
Valentine's gonna hate that.
Fine. I'll grease your palm a bit, Detective. Now, Am I free to go?
I need time to consider this.
I'm sorry, Detective, but what's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals? If you try to leave, I'll have to assume you are going to report me, and then this turns ugly.
Just like that, I reloaded.
I'm glad you decided to come back, Detective. Well, how is this going to go down?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
All these vaults run together for you, too?
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
I killed him. He had it coming.
You did the right thing, Detective. Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot.
Heinous.
I don't think we could have done it without you.
Bunch of pre-war money. A lot of pre-war money.
Protect and serve.
That's it. Solve the murder. Vault 118 jumpsuit took that too. Well done. Well, that's where I'm going to end this YouTube stream. I appreciate anyone who watches it, and y'all had a good... Y'all have a bad day, and I will probably do this more.